Hi, and welcome back to Penguin's View. To mark this year's Harry Potter Day, I thought I would share some interesting facts. Well, at least interesting in my eyes. Rather do like the Harry Potter films, but before I watched any of the films, I did read all of the books and absolutely loved every moment of them. Anyway, Tom Felton, we know him, the Draco of the Malfoy. Had a secret pocket put into his robes so he could hide snacks in them and snack during filming. Clever. Now that's clever. I'd have been proud of that one. Anyway, the name Dumbledore comes from the Old English word for bumblebee. Interesting in its own right. And it was originally envisioned that he would hum to himself as he went around Hogwarts. B flat? Anybody? No? Just a thought. Now, Rupert Grint, for his audition, did a rap tape. Rather surprised it hasn't sort of surfaced before now, or it might have done, I just haven't found it. Sort of guessing if it was released as a single, it would probably end up as number one because of all the Potter fans. Good for him. Worked. Got the job. Now, Daniel Radcliffe, yes, we know him, yes, is said to have gone through around 160 pairs of the famous glasses. 160 pairs in 7 films. That's like mega humongous amounts. God, clumsy kid. There we go. Now, this one has a special place in my heart. Sort of. Ivana Lynch, who plays Luna Lovegood, Looney, who just happens to be my favourite character of all time in the Harry Potter series, made many of her own accessories, including her earrings. I quite like her. Hardly loony at all. Professor McGonagall was actually a Quidditch star. Now, I've seen a picture that shows her name on a shield, an award shield, and it says 1971, but don't quote me on that one. It's just a picture I've seen, and it was rather blurred. But still, I don't mind if nobody else does. Now, Dobby the House Elf's grave actually exists in Wales. And from the look of the pictures, many people go and visit and leave socks, mainly. This grave is actually protected by local conservation groups. Well, why not? If people are going to visit, the local area is going to make money, look after the place. Now, some characters have hidden meanings in their name, such as like Malfoy, which these meanings sort of give off their true character. As in French, Malfoy, 2 words, means bad faith. Now, along that, some of the names also shed light on plot lines, such as Remus Lupin. Part from the Roman myth of the 2 brothers that were raised by wolves, Romulus and Remus. Yes. And the lupin comes from the Latin word, having the Italian thing go on there, lupinus, meaning wolfish. JK used to leave quite a lot of the old Easter eggs in the old books. Now, talking of the books, in book form, most people think that Sirius Black was first mentioned in the 3rd book. Sorry, swinging my seat, shouldn't do that. Naughty me. But it's not actually true. The first mention of Sirius Black comes in the first chapter of the first book. Dumbledore is said to ask Hagrid where he got the motorbike from. His reply was young Sirius Black had lent it to him. So thus the first mention. But I've read the book 4 times, and I don't remember that comment. I have to read it again, I guess. No complaints. Anyway, toilets and bathrooms, a big thing for all of us, but they play a bigger part in the stories than might be thought, as they form parts of stories like in the first one, the cave troll trying to get Hermione in the toilet, with Ron and Harry coming to the rescue. Wand up the hooter, anybody. Different way of picking your nose, I suppose. And then you got Moaning Myrtle, Chamber of Secrets. And of course, in the Goblet of Fire, you got Harry in the old bathtub with his egg. No, not a real egg. But interesting all the same. Finally, for now, because there are so many of these, I'm going to be doing more for the upcoming Harry Potter days for the next at least 2 or 3 years. Anyway, so let's get on with the last one. Shut up rambling, yeah, I know. Nicholas Flamel, the maker of the Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone, depending on which country you come from. Yeah, the Americans have to be different. He actually existed. He was a medieval scholar and an alchemist who is said to have pursued the legendary stone, but unfortunately he died in 1418. Now that's an interesting one. I wouldn't have even thought of considered looking that one up, but there we go. So hopefully you found this interesting, as I did. And until the next one, TTFN.